Why are you doing this to me?
I didn't do this to you. You did this to you.
You set me up.
No, I taught you a lesson. I'm just here to comfort you. Come on, touch it.
Huh?
I know how you're feeling right now.
Stop it, stop it. Don't do that.
I'm here for you.
Out of here.
Oh, Billy. Ah!
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Andrew Tate update. Massive bombshells are dropping right now. Earth-shattering. Is the Matrix real? And has Andrew Tate busted it? Andrew Tate finally speaking to the press as he is taken into another court hearing. We haven't heard Andrew Tate talk on camera in nearly a month. Andrew Tate speaking to reporters as he is dragged into the courtroom, saying there is zero evidence against him. His case file is empty, and that this is an attack of the Matrix and he did nothing wrong. Watch this clip.
My money. That is why I'm in jail. I have money that they were trying to steal.
Okay, this is Andrew Tate's brother. That was Andrew Tate's brother saying that he has money that they are trying to steal, meaning the Romanian authorities. The Tates are very wealthy men. They had a huge business operation in Romania, and they are in Bucharest right now, being taken from custody into a court hearing. Reporters are outside of this building. That was Andrew Tate's brother, Tristan. Andrew Tate saying this.
We've done nothing wrong. They know we've done nothing wrong. The
Andrew,
case file is completely
is the
empty.
Matrix affecting you?
Andrew, what happened in prison?
The case file is completely empty. Of course it's unjust. There's no justice in Romania, unfortunately.
Did you hurt any girl?
Of course not.
So 3 things that Andrew Tate said there. 1, the Matrix is attacking me. He was asked that by a reporter. 2, is there a case against you? He says the case file is completely empty. There is no justice in Romania. And then Andrew Tate saying that he never hurt any girls. Let's watch the end of this clip. There are the officers taking Andrew Tate into, I mean, what kind of operation is this? Was it, you have like a fire hydrant there and some old tires? Some boxes, maybe classified documents from Joe Biden? Who knows what's going on? But ladies and gentlemen, also breaking along with this story, Andrew Tate is right. Multiple victims have come out and said that they are not victims at all, and that this entire case is a farce, that it is a lie by Romanian authorities. Watch.
In 2 days since I chose to come out publicly about the recent events of Andrew and Tristan Tate, I really want everyone to see how corrupted the system, the country, and the authorities are. 2 days and my friends and family are still arrested for crimes they didn't commit. 2 days and I'm still a victim in this case. I am not a victim. Beatrice is not a victim. There are no victims in this case, and there is no crime.
There are no victims in this case, and there is no crime. This is allegedly one of the women who was a victim of Andrew Tate's sex trafficking. So Andrew Tate is saying there is no justice in Romania. Andrew Tate claims his case file is empty and that there's no evidence against him. This from the New York Post. Controversial influencer Andrew Tate, who's jailed in Romania on sex trafficking allegations, is blasted the criminal case the prosecutors are building against him on Wednesday, claiming that his case file is empty. They know that we have done nothing wrong, Tate told reporters as he was escorted by law enforcement from a police van into a directorate for investigating crime and terrorism. The case file is completely empty. Of course it's unjust. There is no justice in Romania. When asked if he hurt any women, he says, of course not. Prosecutors said Wednesday they were carrying out a forensic search of digital devices in hopes of obtaining further evidence in the case. This is normally not what you do. Here's some photos of Tate being brought out and finally being able to face reporters. This is not, by the way, what you do. You don't go and arrest people and seize all their belongings, which is what you're seeing happening here. Here's the seizure of Andrew Tate's vehicles. These are Andrew Tate's cars. It's a Lambo, Mercedes GLE. That's a Mercedes GLS. 450, 550. Andrew Tate's car is being seized by authorities. His property is being seized by authorities. You don't normally seize everyone's property, put them in prison, detain them indefinitely. Tate, 36, and his brother Tristan were arrested in Bucharest on sex trafficking allegations. the allegations that they exploited women. The judge ruled last week that the brothers will remain in court for an additional month, keeping them in custody through February 27th. Romanian prosecutors say the Tate brothers recruited victims through seduction. But the victims are here saying multiple times, here's Mario Naftal saying multiple times, posting videos of multiple women. These are the women that were apparently the victims of Andrew Tate. Here are more of them right here. 2 women from the 6 alleged victims of the Tate said that that the Tates were like family to them, and the allegations are untrue and unfair, and that the case is built on lies. That is exactly what Andrew Tate is saying. Here from Reuters, ex-kickboxer Andrew Tate says the Romanian prosecutors have no evidence against him. Divisive internet personality Andrew Tate said on Wednesday that there is no justice in Romania. The case filed against his criminal investigation, allegation of human trafficking, is empty. Tate and his brother Tristan and 2 Romanian female suspects have been in police custody. The Romanian court extended the detention. So what is Andrew Tate's detention like? Andrew Tate says that there are cockroaches, lice, and bed bugs as he languishes in Romanian prison on human trafficking charges, rape charges. Andrew Tate is currently in jail, where he must remain for the next month. He sent a message to his followers titled, "My first email from imprisonment." Andrew Tate and his brother will remain in custody. Tate is moaning about the conditions of the prison cell and says it is crawling full of cockroaches, lice, and bugs. Kickboxer was arrested. He sent this in a message to his follower, "My first email from imprisonment." He said he would continue to send emails. This is the email. Here it is. Okay. "My first email from imprisonment. I will send you daily lessons from unjust imprisonment. They are trying to break me. Thrown inside of a cell without light. Cockroaches, lice, bed bugs are my only friends at night. When the guards bring me to and from the courtroom, I stay absolutely respectful. They try and pour hate into my heart. But please and thank you, stick with me at all times. Prison guards are just performing their jobs. They have family to feed. In times of hardship, do not forget your manners. They are trying to break me and my mind with unjust imprisonment. My absolute respect for everyone around me in this act of rebellion. They cannot break me. Guards know I am innocent. They know this is unjust. They see and respect my resolve. Please and thank you. Stick with me at all times. Such is the way of Wudan," says Andrew Tate in his first email to his followers. Andrew Tate there saying that this is all a lie, and this has been reported, by the way, in the corporate media. Here in the New York Post, Andrew Tate's accusers say they are not victims once again. The sex trafficking case based on Andrew Tate is basically built on lies, according to 2 women that say they were being treated as accusers, despite repeatedly stating that they are not victims. Okay, let's go ahead and return to this. What does she have to say?
I'm not a victim, even though the prosecution is telling me I am. I've told them this over and over again, but they won't change it. The election for the new leader of the court has been announced as well, and they are using Andrew and Tristan just to make headlines. The prosecution has no evidence to support their claims, and they will find no evidence, as there is no truth to this allegation. Now, this, in my opinion, is maybe the most corrupt. Actually, it is the most corrupted case I have seen in my life.
So that is one of the alleged accusers of Andrew Tate, who clearly isn't. This woman has been on multiple news programs saying she is not accusing Andrew Tate of any wrongdoing and that he's like family to her. Andrew Tate's lawyer, a man named Eugene Valdenek, also appears to reference 2 women when asked about the 6 complaints. It's not true. It's not 2 complaints. It's not 6. He said several statements from the alleged victims were false. And they never filed criminal complaints. This has been reported. This is the lawyer, by the way. He went and did an interview saying that he has been presented any evidence at all of wrongdoing, along with multiple accusers going on camera to say that the Tates did nothing. And you can disagree with Andrew Tate. You can disagree with how he makes business, how he makes money. And you can disagree with all of his political views. You can think he was mean to Greta Thunberg. You're innocent until proven guilty on this show. And so somebody's going to have to start coughing up some evidence against Andrew Tate. Otherwise, we're just going to believe what Andrew Tate had to say, which is that he's going to be falsely imprisoned and prosecuted.
The the truth is this. So I knew it was coming. I absolutely not knew it was coming because of how orchestrated it was. The only thing, and I'll state this at the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. Because first you get canceled, then they make up a reason to put you in jail. And if that fails, they kill you. So now I'm down to my last 2 lives, which is also why while I'm answering this question, I'm still being careful how I'm answering it. I'm not telling you
Scary
everything.
shit.
It's scary because
Yeah.
they've
It is scary, and Andrew Tate is like wildly right in his predictions here on these podcasts, saying what the system, the matrix, whatever you wish to call it, the permanent ruling class of whom Andrew Tate is a target of, because he tells young men hard truths about reality and the world around them, and how the world around them wants to use and abuse them and call upon them at all times to serve their better interests, but then betray them on the backside and never respect them, never respect what it takes to fight, and never respect what it takes to actually stand up for yourself. Andrew Tate is filling young men's minds with a great deal of truth about masculinity, that masculinity is not a poison, and there's not anything wrong with you if you wish to be a real man, and that makes him enemy number one.
Common tactic in the world. First, they insult your character and attack you. It's stage 1 of the three stages. They attack you, your character, and cancel you. They put you in jail for something you did not do. And the last is they kill you. And I'll make it very clear here. I would never kill myself under any circumstances, ever. Ever. And if I like to think that if anybody sees a media article where I've been locked up for whatever it is, they're going to look at it and go, this is bullshit. Tate didn't do that.
So that's what Andrew Tate was saying before his imprisonment. And also before his imprisonment, Tucker Carlson gave him an opportunity to talk about these charges specifically, which is wild to us because what happened here, the timeline, which is available for all to see, is that Andrew Tate was facing these kind of sex trafficking charges for the better part of a year. Apparently, he'd already spoken with the authorities about all this, cooperated with the authorities, and then one day after getting into a tryst with WES Davos Greta Thunberg, globalist Greta Thunberg, suddenly the new leaders in Romania decided to persecute him. You're going to have to show us evidence to the contrary, because the timeline doesn't add up. And also, when you watch the police raid on Andrew Tate's house, you realize they're doing this with 4K cameras and lighting equipment. It does certainly seem as though this is all set up. But since we only have the clip we played at the beginning of the show of Andrew Tate talking to reporters as he's being dragged away in handcuffs, we thought we'd play for you a more serene Andrew Tate, able to talk to Tucker Carlson about these exact charges. Here's what he had to say in his defense from these charges and what's going on actually.
News accounts in the United States say that the U.S. Embassy in Bucharest, Romania, was tipped off to your misdeeds and alerted the local authorities you might be committing human trafficking. Given that this is the same charge they leveled against Julian Assange or a species of it, skeptical, but I want to know the details. Were you arrested for human trafficking? What happened?
Yeah, I was not arrested. So what happened is I suffered from a case of swatting. It's very popular with people who are large on the internet. Many large YouTubers have been swatted. It's where you call the police and you say somebody has a gun or there's a hostage situation and the SWAT team arrives. Somebody made a phone call to the American embassy saying that I was holding women at my house. The police arrived. And let me state this now. I state this openly to the world. I have absolute respect for the police. I would hate to live in a country where if you call the police saying women are being held against their will, that the police don't respond. That would be terrible. Of course they should come and look. Absolutely. They turned up. They investigated. They realized that nobody was in the house against their will. There was no crime committed. They said, okay, you're not a suspect, but you are a witness to this, along with me, my brother, the housekeeper, the gardener. Everybody who was in the premises at the time was labeled a witness. We had to go to the police station for 45 minutes for pieces of paper. We filled them in and we were let go. I was swatted. Nobody was hurt. There's no human trafficking.
So Andrew Tate saying that this is the left wing swatting him and attempting to bring false charges against him. That's what he said. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below. That does it for us here today, ladies and gentlemen. America is the greatest country in the world. America is worth fighting for. So keep fighting, keep criticizing, keep memeing. We here at The Benny Show will fight right alongside with you. See ya. Thank you for watching. Our channel's here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. Their tears, they taste just like sweet, delicious ice cream. Salty, too. We ridicule the establishment and the libs because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you like what you saw, please punch the subscribe button, click like, and ring the little bell so that you know when we're live. Don't you want to know when we're live? And make sure that you subscribe to our email list just in case the plug gets pulled, as tends to happen. If you want to see more of our videos, click here or here. My name is Benny Johnson. Stay free, Base Patriots.